With the APEC Leaders Meeting in South Korea's Gyeongju being just about 2 weeks away from today, eyes are on whether the event will include scenes that we saw in 2019, when the leaders of North Korea and the U.S. met up in the Korea's demilitarized zone. Our Kim Bo-kyoung talked to some experts.
Speculation over the possibility of a North Korea-U.S. summit mounts, as many sources say American diplomats are readying themselves for the event. The Telegraph reports that not only are American diplomats dusting off plans for Trump to make a surprise visit to the DMZ, but the U.S. Embassy based in Seoul, too, is revisiting such a plan. Unification Minister Chung Dong-young, too, during the parliamentary audit on Tuesday, mentioned a summit could be possible and that the leaders appear ready for talks based on collected data. Trump already has experience of having become the first sitting American president to set foot in the reclusive regime by crossing the demarcation line in 2019. The meeting was at the border village of Panmunjom inside the DMZ, where another surprise visit could happen as they have already seen each other there. Experts say the possibility of a meeting cannot be ruled out, but it depends on Trump.
Looking back at what happened in 2019, the two leaders know each other well. And given that Kim is emphasizing his personal ties with Trump, the possibility of a summit cannot be ruled out.
Ultimately, it comes down to whether President Trump will make a decision regarding Kim Jong-un's key demand, recognition of North Korea as a nuclear-armed state.
When it comes to when Kim will decide to test fire the recently unveiled Hwasong-20 ICBM, the same expert says North Korea is ready to launch anytime, but will choose the proper time to boost its bargaining power. Yet the launch won't be before their potential meeting at the end of this month, as Trump would find it unpleasant and could reject the negotiations. Apart from a potential summit, South Korea is making efforts to ease tensions and normalize inter-Korean relations, with the Unification Ministry planning to restore structure and functions that were scaled back under the previous administration. Yet the expert says normalizing ties would take some time.
Given that resolving North Korea's nuclear issue through U.S.-North Korea dialogue is likely to take a considerable amount of time, it's reasonable to expect that it will also take a long time before any real momentum builds in U.S.-North Korea talks or inter-Korean relations.
With North Korea reportedly having built sections of anti-tank barriers spanning 10 kilometers along the inter-Korean border, Pyongyang seemingly has no interest yet in normalizing ties with the South unless the negotiations with the U.S. end successfully. Kim Bo-kyoung, 아리랑뉴스.